I was doing, hi everyone. We're live. Woo woo.
You're live.
I I was doing Instagram sprints or something. Oh, I'm echoing.
You were doing what?
I think I'm echoing
Yeah, you are.
on some. It's not mine.
Is it mine?
I mean, I don't know. There we go. It
No
stopped.
one sounds echoey to me.
It stopped.
Is
What
it
did
me?
you just do? Did you guys do something?
I turned up my volume a little, but I don't know why that would help.
I don't know either. No, I was doing sprints with my patrons one time, and I forgot to. Oh, Amanda's frozen now. There she goes. I forgot to glow live. So I'm like, why is nobody in the comments? This is so weird. Like,
you were doing sprint. Had you been talking and everything too?
Oh, yeah. I had someone on screen with me. Because you have to push go live twice. I think I probably once. So we just were talking back and forth. I'm like, why is nobody responding to what we're talking about? They're just still like saying hello, so excited to be here or whatever, but nobody was responding to what we were saying. Like,
yeah,
because I never pushed the go live one more time. Hello, everyone. Welcome to week 2 of Middle Grade March live chat.
Hello.
Katie is painting by number.
I'm here. I am present. This actually helps me. Yeah.
I love it. I'm very congested, so I feel fine, but I sound like I'm very congested. And I might need to pause to blow my nose or something, but that's just life these days. Spring is coming.
Are you congested because of allergies?
I mean, maybe.
She tried blaming it on the time change, and I was like, Krista, the time change does not give you a cold.
Everything on the time change.
It makes you tired, yes, but it does not give you a runny nose. Sorry, but
I've had vertigo this week, and I blamed that on the time change.
Absolutely, blame it on the time change.
Yeah,
I'm so bad now. Like it doesn't hurt anymore, but my whole nose is going to peel off because on Monday I think I used a whole box of tissues. Like,
yeah,
it was so bad. Ugh. But I'm feeling fine today. Totally fine. Had a workout small group at my church tonight. All the good things. How's everybody doing? How is your middle grade March going? What have been some of your favorite reads? What are you currently reading? Tell us all the things in the comments. Amanda, I see that you have your current read up there. How far into The Wrong Way Home are you? And are you liking it? Because I really want
where did it go? I literally just had it. Oh, it's right here. I have like piles of books around me right now. So I got it from Book Outlet, and it's the library binding. So it's like a
nice
hardcover kind of ish. Anyway, I'm this far in.
Like 3 pages.
Page 6.
Oh.
So far, it's great.
Love it.
But just huh?
Wait, say that book. Say the book again. This one. Oh, it's great.
It's 6 pages so far.
I'm 6 pages in.
And it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
But for real, it is great already because it already is giving cult vibes.
Yeah.
Like this guy is the leader and he's creepy and I'm like,
Yeah. Well, that's what it is. Her and her mom.
I know what it is. That's why I'm reading it, Krista.
Love it. Very cool. Katie, what are you currently reading?
I'm currently reading The Labors of Hercules Beale.
Oh.
And loving it. I'm like halfway through and I'm loving it so much. I listened to Patina this week and I loved Patina. I loved it. I loved it a lot. Although again, I always feel like I listened to it and I knew I loved it when I listened to it, but I will always love a book more if I read it physically.
Yeah.
Okay. But you have to listen to Sunny.
Okay. I will
listen with your ears to Sunny because the narrator specifically for Sunny is so
great.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, and his whole thing is about like music kind of.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Rapping and it all like fits better to listen to it, I think.
Yeah.
This week has been like series week for me because I've read 4 that have been in series.
Oh my gosh. Which one?
I read the third Amari book. I love this series so much. It's
Is
so
that-
good.
How does that stack up to the other two? That one.
I think I've given them all 5 stars.
Okay. Yeah.
I really liked the first one, but I never continued because
I love it. I love the friendship group. I love the challenges that they face. I love the family dynamics between her and her brother that she's looking for in the first one. I just love it. I love her mother. I read the second book in this series, The Greystone Secrets. I find like by the end I was into it, but I did not remember really the first book at all. So I was having a hard time getting into this one because it had been a couple years. But by the end, I was there. So I should probably read the third one like right away. We'll see. And then
that was the Margaret Peterson Haddix one?
Yeah. The first one is The Strangers.
Okay.
Kind of like a sci-fi middle grade. Like,
yeah.
You can't really tell too much about it. But and then I read 1 and 2. One was a reread of the Wingfeather Saga, On the Edge of the Dark Sea of Darkness. And then I just finished today North or Be Eaten, which is book 2.
What did you think of them?
They're not my favorite fantasy.
Yeah, I've read the first one and it was not my favorite.
I was like, people love them so much, and I think I just went into them being like, oh my gosh, this is going to be my new favorite middle grade series.
I think I definitely was more into it throughout book 2, and by the end, like I'm gonna finish the series.
Yeah, they're not bad.
They're not bad. They're very quirky.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm liking it.
Yeah.
Like Janner.
They are a pain in the butt to read out loud, just in case you're wondering.
They are not good read alouds. They are not.
No, we read the first one aloud, and it was not a fun experience.
No, but the audio is good.
Yeah. Especially with all the footnotes.
Yeah.
How does the audiobook handle the footnotes?
A different voice.
Oh, and do they read a page, or do they stop and read the footnote?
At the footnote, they read the footnote.
Okay.
At wherever the little number is or whatever. But I'm currently reading not a middle grade, The 2 Lives of Lydia Bird, because I have a few books that are on my regular monthly TBR. So I'm reading that. But I'm also in the middle of Keeper of the Lost Cities, book 9.5, and also Big Tree. But I'm trying to finish up all 3 of those by the weekend, because this weekend is going to be Newberry weekend.
Have you picked out what Newberries you're going to read?
Well, I just went on Libby and made a tag for a whole bunch, so I'll just see what's available now.
Yeah,
and I'll like listen to it and then delete it and then listen to it, and then because currently the one that has most of them, Indiana Library, is we're maxed out with holds, so I can't borrow anything else from them right now. So I'm trying to get rid of the ones that I've finished with, so that but I'm currently listening to a couple of them. So
that reminds me that I'm also listening to Catherine Called Birdie, which yeah,
that one's on ebook and audiobook.
Yeah, I accidentally did the ebook, and then I was like, that's not what I wanted. I wanted audiobook.
Then go return it. If you don't need it, go return it.
Oh, okay, I will. I'll do that. I'll do that right now. I didn't know that I needed to do that.
Nope, that's okay. Whenever you're done with stuff this month specifically, just go return it.
Okay. I'll go.
Let's go through some comments and see who's here. Hi, Amy. Loving middle grade March so far. Started strong, have read 9 books, and then took a break for some adult mysteries and nonfiction. We'll start the one and only Ruby tomorrow. Love it. Mima was in the mood for a mystery, taking a break from Secret Garden and reading The Strangers. Nice. Hello, Kathleen. Still on track with a book a day. It remains to be seen if I can sustain it. For now, I'm happy with it.
All you book a day folks, very impressed.
I am not. I'm not at 12.
You're not doing it?
No.
This is the first year in a while.
For you, Krista.
I mean,
catch up again this weekend.
I might catch up. Like I'm not intentionally doing it right now, but yeah. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm at 10. And I'm in the middle of 3.
You're pretty close.
Yeah, you're totally gonna catch up.
Yeah.
And 2 of them are not middle grade, so those are a little longer. But we'll see. Love middle grade March. Oh, I forgot to read this. I have 5 books so far, reading Moon Garden now. Love middle grade March. Hello. Managed to read 5 true middle grade books. Also read 5 that the age grade ended in the standard, but they seemed really low level. That's okay, because we read a lot that are like higher end. Like it starts at 8. So technically some of those can count. It's fine. I'm excited to keep reading, see how many middle grade books I can conquer this month. Picked up a bunch this lovely group recommended with gift cards. I was, fun. That's a fun birthday shopping trip.
Heck
Love
yeah.
it. Hello, Molly. Hello. Finished Echo. How did you like it?
Oh, I want to know how you liked it too. Weston Game. That's not one I've read since I was.
I know it's going to be in a video because she's doing read like me. She picked Echo to read like me.
Oh yeah. Oh, so she might not.
It'll be in a video, but if you can tell us, Jen, tell us. Started the Weston Game in the Secret Garden. Fun. Hi, Meg. Read 5 middle grade books so far. Yay. Any favorites? Enjoyed my read so far, but found a potential new favorite in The Enemy's Daughter by Anne Blankman.
Enemy's Daughter.
Blackbird Girls.
Okay.
And she has a YA series called Prisoner of Night and Fog, and wherever the other one went. I forget what the other one's called. Daughter of Smoke and something, maybe. Anyway. Nice. So The Enemy's Daughter. I'm gonna have to look that one up. I didn't know she had another one out.
That one is not. Is it still published? I'm very confused. I can't find it. Oh, there we go. I see it now.
Cool. Fun. Opens with the sinking of the Lusitania. Was hooked. Love it. Hello, Kimberly. Hi, Shayna. Just finished Prairie Lotus and started on a reread of Roll of Thunder. It is so good. I'm going to be reading. So like after Newberry weekend, next week, I want to read our 2 books, Secret Garden, Moon Garden, and then the 2 books I have to read for my Patreon. The Swifts and Prairie Lotus. So that'll be a good week of reading. Hi, Kat. Finished my 2nd book today. Read Goblin Monday by R.L. Stein for a book in a series, starting Tress of the Emerald Sea for travel. Finished.
Is Tress middle grade?
I would say it's probably not technically middle grade, but there's nothing that would prevent giving it to a middle grade reader. Like,
is it? I'm just wondering. Technically, is it technically YA? What is it technically?
I don't know that it's technically anything. What's Princess Bride? Like it's very much in the same.
Yeah, that's right. Like technically, whatever you want it to be.
Yeah. Like I don't think it was intentional. I don't think it's labeled as anything.
Okay.
I could be wrong about that, but finished Secret Garden and A Wolf Called Fire by Roseanne Perry. I've never heard of that either. Spring has sprung in the deep south and it's already bad. Oh man. Allergies are no joke, friends. Just finished Keeper of the Lost Cities, Book 2, Exile. It was great. Yay. Glad you loved it. Oh, Danielle, that picture is beautiful. Your little profile.
Yeah.
It only is. Everyone, since last Wednesday, I finished American as Penny Your Pie, Gut Reaction, and the Vanderbeekers Make a Wish. Love it. Finished Amari 3 and Amber.
What did you think of Amber and Clay, Kelly?
Yeah, did you like it?
What you thought?
You know, she had a harder time getting into it. I remember that.
Yeah.
But did you like it by the end? Starting Ella Brihes. Oh, I would love to get that one done this month too.
That one's on my list also. I don't know.
Outside the lines. I'm enjoying both of them. Good. Thanks, Kathleen. I'm fine. It'll go away. It's just runny nose, congestion. Page 258, Counting by Sevens.
What do you think so far? I love that book.
Still want to do all the prompts in regarding you have lots of month left still. Let's end the time changes, right?
Yes.
Molly's starting tonight. Finished 3 prompts, almost done with Bud Not Buddy.
I want to read that one's on my list too, which I probably am not going to get to it.
Get the tissues with the lotion. Keep them in your linen closet for sore nose. That's a good idea. Like just keep those ones for the day. Oh man. Currently reading Lasagna Means I Love You and loving it. The Wrong Way Home is next on my list. Love it, Amanda. Prairie Lotus, Book Wanderers, and Swallows and Amazons for book club. Swallows and Amazons. I don't know what that is. Hi, Kelly. Wish in the Dark and The Phantom Toll Booth. Loving them both. Took a break from Secret Garden to finish Anne of the Island.
Love Anne of the Island.
Lisa. Hi, Sarah. Today I finished Kareem Between by Seltagi. I shouldn't even try. This year's National Book Award, and my book for an author with 3 names. Cool. Written in verse, and I enjoyed it. Nice. Kareem Between. I love a book written in verse.
I do too.
Finished Okay for Now and Warriors Don't Cry. Oh, Warriors Don't Cry is so good. My word. What a reading week. Seriously. Now you're reading Amari number 3. Katie, how are you liking this book? I feel like Escape from Aleppo has been on my middle grade March TBR for maybe every year that we've had it, and I still haven't read it.
That elusive one that just never gets
never part of a priority, because then I just start hearing of all these books from other people, and so it just keeps getting pushed to the side.
Yep.
But Katie, if you read it and you tell me that it's really, really good, then I'll move it up. Wrong Way Home from the library. I ordered it, but I'm still 4th on the list. Fingers crossed that it comes in. Loving Myrtle Hardcastle. Finished book 3 last night. 5 stars. Better than books 1 and 2. Fun. Still debating on your next read. Hey, Victoria. Not able to join tonight, but I have to pop in and say that I'm almost done with The Secret Garden. Oh, man. What a fantastic book. Oh, so cool. Finished the Track series, read Top Story from the Front Desk series, read Olivetti, Rain, and I'm all unbound, halfway through Secret Garden. Lori, you're having a great month.
Yeah, wow.
Chastity, hello. Able to finish 5 prompts for middle grade March, hoping to finish Moon Garden tonight so I can move on to rereading my favorite past middle grade March group reads. Ooh, I love that.
What a fun challenge you've given yourself. That's cool.
That's so cool.
I want to know which ones those are.
Yeah. Know which ones you're going to reread too.
Currently reading Secret Garden, The Vanderbeekers on the Road. Currently listening to The Lost Heir by E.G. Foley. I've read a few foodie middle grade, and a favorite is A Place at the Table. Nice. That's the one you were talking about last week. Finished listening to Moon Garden on Monday and Echo yesterday. Great start to the month. Love it.
I'm really excited to know.
That's who wrote Place at the Table, Sadia Faruqi. You're excited about what, Katie?
Oh, I'm excited to know what people are thinking about our group reads.
Yeah. I just finished Rump. Yay! I love that. And starting Begone the Raggedy Witches next.
Oh.
It's the Irish readathon too. Cool. The Ascendance trilogy by Jennifer A. Nielsen. I don't know what that is.
That's False Prince, I think.
That's what?
False Prince.
Okay.
That series that starts with the False Prince, a False Prince, whatever. The false. Yeah.
Are those middle grade? Excuse me.
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
I thought I had one. I swear I had False Prince.
I decided to read aloud. It was not the same doing that way. My kids asked me to stop.
It seriously is not good. All the made up words, plus the footnotes, it is. We did it, but it was not fun. Would not recommend.
Oh,
Moo is lovely. I like Moo. That's a Sharon Creech book.
Oh, Sharon Creech. I want to read, if I can get to it, Bloomability this month.
Oh, I have Bloomability on my shelves too.
That's one of my friend Becca. That's one of her favorite Sharon Creech's.
Nice. I'm glad to hear that you liked Millicent Quibb though, and Tree Table Book.
Oh yeah.
It's good to know. I'm reading Liar Society, Deadly Fates, and I'm starting the Millicent Quibb School, which I bought after last week's live. I've read Lion, Witch, and Wardrobe, The Night Diary, Bridge to Terabithia, Premeditated Myrtle. Going to the library Friday and hope to replenish with more. Sweet. That sounds like a great.
Bridge to Terabithia is probably in my top books.
Oh, it's so good. But
I love
Puddle.
I cried.
Puddle on the floor.
Sob cried.
Oh my god.
Shoulders cried, but It is so good.
It was one of my favorites growing up. It's been a lot of years since I've read it. Maybe that's when I should read it.
Reading it as a parent, totally different than reading it as a child.
Oh, I bet.
You know.
So emotional.
Oh man, I should pick it up and reread it. I should.
Ooh.
A Night Divided is really good. Glad you loved that. Exclusive sneak peek. Jen loved Echo. I mean, we're not surprised. We're not surprised, but very cool. All right, we'll do some more comments in a minute, but what I wanted us we just wanted to have a little chat about some underrated or lesser known, lesser talked about books, because I feel like every time we gather every year, we always have the same favorites that we just love and that we always are talking about, which is great. And if people haven't read them, obviously these are the ones that we want you to read. But there are also so many other wonderful middle grade books that we've all read that may not be the most
about as much,
or we
or
might
even
have
ones that we haven't talked about. That I mean, the thing is that I don't feel like there's any books that I've never talked about.
Sure, same. Like when I've read them, I've wrapped them up and said that I've loved them.
Yeah,
whatever, but they're not the ones that are like at the tip of our tongues, like most, like you've got to read this one, but they're still wonderful reads. So feel free to share in the comments some of your favorite lesser known or underrated reads. I probably should have finished catching up in the comments because I'm not that far, but we'll do it in a little bit. But Amanda, let's just go around and do like one at a time, and then we'll do a few more comments, and then we'll do another one, and then you know what I mean?
Yeah. Back and forth, back and forth.
I got to make my first choice. I feel like it's like on the podcast when they do a snake draft. Oh, my pick needs to be the best one so you guys can steal it.
No, just do one. It's fine.
No, I'm actually gonna mention this one because I've never ever heard anybody talk about it before.
I love it.
I read it out loud to my kids when we did our like read aloud year, and I loved this book. It's called The Wolf Keepers.
Ooh.
It is by Elise Broach. And it is about a girl who lives at a zoo. Her dad is the head zookeeper, and so they live on site. Yeah. And one day she finds a homeless kid like hiding at the zoo after hours. And so she takes him in, and the two of them become friends, and they end up finding out that something's going on with the wolves at the zoo. Like something not right is going on with the wolves. And so it is kind of about that, but also about him and being homeless and her and what's going on with her and her dad. And it was so good. And it all takes place like around Yosemite, and it has to do with John Muir and his lost cabin in Yosemite. And like, it's so
nice.
I really like it, but I've never ever heard anybody talk about this book ever before.
I feel like I vaguely remember you talking about that in a YouTube video.
Yeah, probably I did when we first read it. I probably talked about how much I loved it, but that was probably the last time anybody ever heard about it. So and it was just a random, probably book outlet find for me. And it now has a place on my shelf forever.
Well, I love it. Katie, what's your first pick?
Okay, my first pick is Goose Girl by Shannon Hale. It's a fairy tale retelling. I read it many years ago. I think the fairy tale is also just called The Goose Girl.
Yeah. I think that's right.
And I know that these books by Shannon Hale can be, and I know we've talked about these books before too. I'm pretty sure we might have, did we even talk about this last week?
Maybe.
Yeah, we did.
Did someone say that well then, okay, maybe I should pick a different one. I'm going to talk about a different one then, because I think we did talk about that last week. Anything by Noel Streatfeild. This one is Skating Shoes. But there's also ballet shoes. Ballet shoes, dancing shoes, theater shoes, and skating shoes. And skating shoes is Kathleen Kelly's favorite, if you guys are familiar with You've Got Mail. She's sitting in the bookstore and she said, and someone comes up and asks the person if they have any books by Noel Streatfeild. No, she says the name wrong. Anyway, Kathleen Kelly's like, yes,
She tells
ballet shoes, but skating shoes is also completely wonderful. Something like that. So skating shoes. It's about sisters. They're all about sisters. I can't remember whether they're the same sisters in each of the books, but
I don't remember.
They are delightful and sweet.
I think I read this last year when we were together.
Yes.
The Garden by Michael Morpurgo, who has written quite a few middle grade books. I think War Horse is probably his most popular. There's another one that he wrote that's pretty popular. But this one takes place in Dresden. Is that Germany? Dresden?
Yeah. Yep.
The family lives there. The mom works at the zoo, and the war is imminent and bombings are happening more and more frequently. She convinces the zoo keeper to allow the baby elephant to come home and live in her garden while things are getting a little crazy in Dresden because it's just not safe anymore. And then they end up having to flee. So they flee with the elephant. And I read it all in a morning because these two slept in and I'm an early riser. So I read the whole thing like in the morning and was weeping by the end because it was just a really beautiful story. So Elephant in the Garden, I don't think I've heard anyone ever talk about it. It's historical, beautiful. Love it. Love, love, love. All right, let's jump to some more comments and then we'll go around again. Reading the Swifts, tried Prairie Lotus, just didn't care about dressmaking.
Fair.
Excited that I received my middle grade merch this week. It's my first time ordering.
Oh, yay.
Everything. We're glad that you love it. Happy the mug. We were intentional about making sure the mug was Tress is technically YA. She's 17, but it's definitely for all ages. Yeah.
Okay.
So far this month, my favorite was Amari and the Despicable Wonders. That's book 3. Currently reading City Spies book 4. Way to go with the series, Kelly.
I've heard City Spies is great.
I've heard that too. Oh, that's your front yard magnolia tree? That's so
pretty. My goodness, that's beautiful.
Amanda has read 8 books this month. 5 were middle grade, participating in ARC March as well. So trying to balance both. Gotcha. Next week is spring break, hoping to get a lot of reading again, dealing with allergies here too, right? Counted by Sevens is a reread. 5 stars. Yes. Hi, Christy. Amber and Clay turned out to just not be for me. I can see why others love it, but it was a 3 for me. I'm going to listen to Lasagna Means I Love You. Good choice, Katie. Good choice. Reading Secret Garden for middle grade March, trying to finish the Midnight Library that I was reading for a book club. Met last night. It was my first time going. Good for you. Love it. I wore my Ramona and Matilda and Pippi shirt today to the library. It was a hit. I mean,
I'm sure.
People, feel free to send people to our Etsy page. Still reading The Secret Garden and loving it. 10 chapters in. It starts off fast-paced. Oh, this is for Aleppo, Escape from Aleppo. It starts off at a fast pace, and the author does a good job of painting the scene and all the chaos and sense of urgency. Okay, good. A lot of family names to remember, though. Okay, good to know. Thank you so much, Katie. Moon Garden, Sea Garden. Hold on the library. There was not anyone on the holds. Yay for you. Hope you get them soon. Hi, Abigail. I love Jennifer Nielsen. My son is reading A False Prince. Can't wait for my turn. Favorite so far is The Bark of the Bog Owl. What?
I never heard of that.
Either. What a fun.
The Bark of the Bog Owl.
As we all open up our
Bark.
Wilder King trilogy. Interesting. Hopefully you're liking it because now we've all looked it up.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I agree that reading Bridge to Terabithia is so different as a parent. Oh, definitely think Mistwick's School of Musicraft is underrated.
I remember that had a little bit of buzz around it when it first came out, but you don't really hear about it anymore.
Yeah, except I hear about it from Meg all the time because she loves it. And it's in her top 6 of all time. Incredible series, especially via audiobook. I actually just pulled that out because it was in my second row of books. Like I have double stacked my middle grade books and it was behind, and I was just kind of casually looking at them the other day when I'm working out in the morning. I'm in here like moving books around, and I pulled it out because I remember that you said that you love it, and it feels like something I would really like too. Each Little Bird That Sings. Yeah, that's an underrated.
I grabbed that one too.
I just read it.
You just read it?
Again, though, right? It was a reread for you, wasn't it?
No, it was my first time.
What?
It was good. I didn't love it, I think, as much as I hoped to. I think I had hyped it up.
Oh, yeah. I could
swear I thought you had read that.
The Paper Museum by Kate Simpson and August Isle by Ali Standish. I also have been loving the 39 Clues series from the early 2000s.
The Paper Museum. I'm going to need a bigger sheet of paper.
I just add them to my list on Goodreads and look them up later. Paper Museum. I like that title, though, Paper Museum. Cute.
Paper Museum. I need to look that one up, too.
In a world where paper is obsolete and magic is all but forgotten. Oh, that sounds cool. I have August Isle, I think. I think that's in my second row. 39 Clues, I never read any of those, but that's fun. There's a ton.
There are a ton, and I've heard other people, the covers do nothing for me, so I have never been drawn to pick them up.
Same.
The Red Pyramid by Rick Riordan. The Brave is up next since it's my top favorite. Oh, good. I also have The Book of Boy, The Girl Who Drank the Moon, and Pony on my TBR cart waiting for their turn. Wonderful. Ooh, I loved A Comb of Wishes. A Comb of Wishes. I need to make this a comment in the Discord too, so people share some on there.
A Comb of Wishes.
I think I've heard of this one.
Lisa Stringfellow, a Caribbean setting with mystery and magical realism and a theme of grief and letting go. Aw. Add that to my list too. Favorite lesser known, The Fog Diver by Joel Ross, a band of orphans who fend for themselves in a world where smog and fog have taken over the atmosphere. Interesting. All right, let's go around again before I do more comments. Amanda, what else have you got?
I have. Okay, so I'm saying this one fully understanding that a lot of people here have probably read it now, but for those of you who have not, Everything Else in the Universe by Tracy Holzer was one of our book club picks last year. But outside of that, I've never heard anybody else ever talk about this book. And the only reason it was one of our book club picks last year was because I rave about it so much, because nobody else ever talks about it ever. It's a historical fiction about Vietnam, set during like Vietnam War era, and it is about a girl whose dad comes back from the war with some injuries, and it's just so good.
It is
so good. And I love it so much. And I wasn't even here for the discussion last year when you guys talked about it, but for the new people here who have not read this yet, please read this. Do yourself a favor. It's so good. And nobody has ever. Okay, so this is how far back this goes. This was a random book outlet pick back when I would like buy bajillions of books off of Book Outlet.
Yeah.
And the very first, you remember it was a like the Book Buddy-a-thon.
Oh yeah.
Remember that? Kristen and I did this together.
Yeah.
And the prompt was let your buddy choose your book based on, and she's like, I like the teal color on that cover, so I picked that one. And it was like not on my radar really to read at all. And then I read it, and it is now one of my absolute favorite books ever. So thank you, Krista. But everybody should read this because it's so good.
It is really good. Katie, what's your next pick?
Mine is The Last Bear by Hannah Gold.
Oh, that's a pretty cover too.
It's a beautiful cover. And this one is about a girl named April and her father. He is a researcher, and he loves her, but he is a very distracted, kind of absent-minded father. And they go and they live on this island that no one else lives there. And so he can do some research. There's supposedly no polar bears left on the island. But she discovered there is a polar bear. She discovers this polar bear who's living on this island, and it's a big mystery because how did the polar bear get there? And there are no other bears. And then what happens between her and this bear? And it is lovely. Yeah. A beautiful and unforgettable debut, says Fiona Noble. And she's right.
Nice. I have so many. It's hard to pick which one to do next. I think I'll do the nonfiction. Because I feel like nonfiction, middle grade, just isn't talked about very much anyway. But this is Lion, A Long Way Home by Saru Brierley. It's about a little boy in India, gets separated from his brother, has to fend for himself. He's 5 or 6, and ends up almost getting into some pretty precarious situations, but then ends up getting adopted by an Australian family. And they are so good about writing down every memory he ever talks about. And then when he's older, he uses Google Earth to find his family in India. Because it was a fluke thing that he got separated from his brother. They had gone out to do something. He fell asleep on a train that he didn't know was working, woke up, and he was in Mumbai. He was miles and miles away from home. So he uses Google Earth to try to find his family in India. It's a phenomenal story. There is an adaptation. This is the movie tie-in cover. And the little boy who plays him when he's young. Oh my
goodness.
I was weeping in the first 5 minutes of this movie. It's devastating, but also by the end, just such a cool story. And this is the young readers edition. I believe that there's an adult one as well, but I thought this was great. Great little nonfiction to read if you want to switch things up. But it definitely is very propulsive, and you just want to know what happens. Does he find his family? I'm not going to tell you. You have to read it. All right, let's do a few more, and then we'll go around again. I've never heard anyone mention Mez Bloom's Churchill's Socks, Special Operations Cadet Kids. And it was absolutely wonderful. It gave me similar vibes to The War That Saved My Life.
Okay, I gotta write that one down.
Churchill's Socks. Jamie coming in clutch with the Rex today. Mistwick is also one of her Read Gab's top 10 ever favorites as well. Okay. Underrated Rex. Sisters of the Never Sea by Cynthia Leitich Smith. Native American Peter Pan retelling. Oh, cool. And Root Magic by Eden Royce. I feel like I've heard of Root Magic. I've never heard of the other one, though. Sisters of the Never Sea. Very cool. Daisy Woodworm Changes the World by Melissa Hart. It was a great book about a teacher giving an assignment to do something that changes the world. Oh, cool. That sounds fun. Is that nonfiction or is that just a novel? The Star of Kazan by Eva Ibbotson is really good. Hello, Jenny. One series I've not heard anyone talk about is Extraordinary Adventures of Ordinary Boy by William Boniface. It's quirky, fun series about a boy without superpowers living in a society of supers. Well, that's fun. Twist on things. Miscalculations of Lightning Girl, Mockingbird, and One for the Murphys, and Pictures of Hollis Woods I read last year is so good. I love it. The Fairy Tale Reform School series is adorable. Found the first book randomly at the Dollar Tree, and I'm up to book 3.
I have read at least the first one of that, and they are fun.
Is that the one where you just see like the legs of the character on the cover, like sitting on a throne or something like that?
Yeah, I think so.
I think I've seen those. I chose An Elephant in the Garden and read it with my students last year. Loved it. Sweet. Also loved Root Magic by Eden Royce, set in the 60s, Gullah culture, and African-American folk magic. A little haunting and a little suspenseful, but has a strong family element. Love it. Jenny got her bookmark yesterday. Yahoo! I want to read more Dusty Bowling for sure, because I feel like her books are a little underrated, except for the cactus ones. I think I read
Across the Desert. It was good.
I want to read Dust by her. Best Nerds Forever by James Patterson. Fun. Not sure how well known Ferals by Jacob Gray is. It's a series, but I've only found the books secondhand. Ferals, I'm not familiar with that either. I love this. Because this is like a whole new set of Rex than the ones we're always getting and giving, right? Kite Fighters and A Beautiful Lie both are historical fiction. Beautiful Lie is older middle grade about the partition of India and Pakistan. Would be a good pairing with The Night Diary.
Ooh.
I'm going to write that one down. A Beautiful Lie. Jenny is 56% into Tale of Sorcery by Chris Colfer. Anything by Wendy Swope. 5 stars for Sleeping Spells and Dragon Tales. Elena believes in magic. Liam does not. After a weird event, Liam experiences odd health problems. Interesting. All right. Let's go around probably just, well, maybe one more time, maybe 2 more times. I don't know. We'll see. Amanda, what have you got next?
I'm going to go with, I'm going to do The Best Worst Summer Ever. This is a dust jacket because my daughter has the book. Don't know where it is. But this is by Elizabeth Woolberg, and it has to do with a girl modern day who moves, I think, from Minnesota to Wisconsin, which ironically enough is what I just did. And she is like super bummed out because she misses her friends and is doing some yard work for her dad and stumbles upon a time capsule buried in her backyard. And so you get dual timeline from her and what is going on with her and in this new town that she lives in. And then also the girls that the time capsule is from, which is from the 1990s. And so it's like flashbacks to them and what caused them to make the time capsule and what happened with them and where are they now and all of that sort of thing. And so it's like very 1990s nostalgia.
Yeah.
But also a really, really good story about friendship and just, you don't always know what everybody's going through, even your best friends. And so I 100% recommend it.
Fun. Katie.
I have for you The Skylark's War by Hilary McKay. This one is a World War One. I can't remember whether it's World War One or World War Two.
I think it's World War One.
Yeah, I think you're right. World War One. It's about a girl during World War One whose their childhood friend Rupert has enlisted in the war. Wait, did Peter go missing in the war? I don't know. It's a World War One. I really enjoyed it. I feel like I remember feeling like it's got War That Saved My Life vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have like 3. It's so hard to choose. So I feel like we haven't done fantasy really. So I'll do The Extremely Inconvenient Adventures of Bronte Meadowstone by Jacqueline Moriarty. This is a delightful, like quirky.
That was big like 3 years ago, middle grade March, I want to say. Like there was a year that a bunch of people were reading it.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun about a girl whose parents are missing. She believes that they're alive. but doesn't really know. They send her, she finds a letter from them or gets a letter or something and has to go around the world basically to see all of her aunts. And each one has like a weird, quirky situation going on. And it's very adventurous. There's a fun little map. And this is the start of a series as well. Just a lot of fun. And I also wanted to do like Peter Nimble, like Jonathan Auxier we love because of Sweep. And a lot of people are also familiar with The Night Gardener by him. But Peter
Those
Nimble,
are fun.
I've heard they're really good.
They're very weird, but they're fun.
Yeah, they're just a fun fantasy, if that's what you're looking for. And then also, I read this one last year, Frostheart, or 2 years ago, by Jamie Littler. And this is also very wintry vibes. Another one about a boy believing his parents are alive and he's going to search for them. And he like stows away on this ship. And then, yeah, found family elements, winter. There's a Yeti in that one. It's just, they're just like quirky and fun middle grade fantasy adventure stories. So I snuck in a couple extra. We're not going to be able to do all these. I'm just going to fly through real quick. So we've got Evilise Explains It All, Ellen Outside the Lines, Book Uncle and Me. This is the Ellen Outside the Lines, about a girl on the spectrum going on a trip to Barcelona with her class. Cool. 39 Clues covers suck. It's honestly never why I never grabbed them as a kid. The stories are fun.
Mm-hmm.
They're putting them out now as graphic novels. Cool.
Ooh.
Okay, girls, I just bought the Wolf Keepers and an Elephant in the Garden on my Kobo. I was about to put Goose, and I was
I always get so nervous when people actually like buy the books that I recommend, because I'm like, what if you don't like it?
Yeah, but you give really good recommendations, Amanda. Come on.
But still, it's always that, like, I don't know.
What wishes? Lori also liked 4 stars. Premeditated Myrtle, Frisbee, and the Rats of Nim. Andy's read 12 so far this month. She's on Book a Day. It's Chirp. Oh, Chirp by Kate Messner. I've heard of Chirp.
Heard of that one.
The Last Bear was totally good, totally underrated. No Place Like Home by James Byrd.
I've seen that one.
I love
the covers. They're so beautiful.
Yeah, look at the inside of The Last Bear. Look at this.
Oh, pretty.
It's so pretty.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, I feel like this is another one that was super popular when it first came out.
Mm-hmm.
Hasn't been talked about that much. It's fantastic. Hi, Lucy. Haven't read Lion, but I saw the movie. It's so good. It's so good. Night Divided, Glitch, The Secret of Nightingale Woods, Where the Mountain Meets the Moon. That was on my pile. Where the Mountain Meets the Moon.
Mm-hmm.
Caddywood Lawn and the Saturdays. Turtle in Paradise by Jennifer Holm. I will make a thread in our Discord for those of you who are over there to put some of these books again, because there's some great recommendations and we're seriously just flying through.
Yeah.
Because we're nearly time and I want us to go through one more time. The Green Glass House book 3, Blue Crown, was great. Interesting. I read the adult version of that book. Oh, Lion. Yeah, it's so good. Root Magic is another wonderful one. If you like that one, you may also like Ophi's. Ophi's
Ghost.
That's what I thought you were trying to say. Deer Run Home. Miscalculations of Lightning Girl. Daisy Woodworm is fiction. Okay. Augie Cooter.
Yeah.
Sarah Weeks. Homecoming by Cynthia Voigt. I really enjoyed it. And Izzy Willy Nilly. Oh, fun. And she signed my copy. Oh, fun. That's cool. I love getting to meet an author. I love when kids get to meet authors. Our Castle by the Sea by Lucy Strange. That's cool.
I'm looking that one up. That sounds good.
Beautiful Lie and a Study of Eastern Hemisphere Homeschool a couple of years ago. I love it. Me too. Good night, Kathy. Have an early day tomorrow. Thanks for all the rest. Okay. Amanda, what do you have left on your stack? Do like a boom, boom, boom.
All right.
Since I snuck in a few extra fantasies.
Yep. All right, so let's go with Sci-Fi Orion Lost by Alistair Chisholm. It's fantastic. Ban This Book by Alan Gratz.
I almost grabbed that, but I'm like, I bet you
Refugee is like really, really well known, as are a lot of his other like war related ones. And this is just like a very not related to anything else he's ever written. Phenomenal, especially right now.
Yep.
There is a 2-book duology that I sent home with Katie when she came to visit me a few weeks ago. The first one is called The Edge of Extinction, and they are kind of like Jurassic Park-ish. They're about dinosaurs, and they're so good. So good. I love them. Macy McMillan and the Rainbow Goddess by Sherry Green. This is a book in verse that I absolutely love with all my heart.
It's very
good. Then the last one I grabbed is The Secret Garden on 81st Street, which is a graphic novel retelling, modern day retelling of The Secret Garden.
It is also, I can vouch for that.
It is absolutely phenomenal. And I might have just repurchased it because I have this somewhere in my house and I can't find it. So I just bought it again.
All right, Katie, what's left on your pile?
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. I have, you know what? I put Three Strike Summer, which is a book we read for our book club last year. I really liked it. I thought it's sort of like, this is my pitch for it. It's like a mashup of Esperanza Rising, because they're
migrant workers,
and oh my gosh, what's that movie with the Sandlot? Yeah, The Sandlot and Esperanza Rising.
Yeah, that's a good mashup.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Is that it?
That's all you have?
You want me to say? Oh, okay. Randy by Julie Andrews Edwards.
That was on my pile too. I wasn't sure if you were going to bring it, but just in case, I had it ready.
Yeah, Mandy by Julie Andrews Edwards. It's you know what? I feel like this would be a great book to read alongside The Secret Garden. It has very Secret Garden vibes because she's an orphan who finds an abandoned cottage behind her orphanage and makes it her own, and it is beautiful.
It's really sweet.
And it is also that Julie Andrews, like the Julie Andrews of
Sound of Music
fame,
and other things,
things. She also wrote a book called the something Wang Doodles.
Wang Doodles.
Have you guys read that one?
No.
The Last of the Very Great Wang Doodles or something like that. I've never read it either, but I'd like to.
Yeah. Someone mentioned this tonight, so I don't need to say it too much, but Where the Mountain Meets the Moon. I haven't read anything else by her, but I really would love to. This is like Chinese folklore fantasy. Very good. If you like The War That Saved My Life and A Place to Hang the Moon, this is another story of children being sent out of London during the Blitz. Letters from the Lighthouse.
Oh, by Emma Carroll.
And there's also a bit of a mystery in here as well. So there's a different twist on things, but it's very good. Loved it.
Emma Carroll, I've heard, is considered like queen of historical fiction in England.
Oh, really?
She's an English author.
I've only read that one, and it's fantastic. So.
Yeah.
And then I just put Show Me a Sign as well. So I really enjoy.
Oh yeah, I've read that. It's very good.
Contemporary. Our main character is deaf, and I don't really remember everything about it. I just remember that I kept it because I liked it. But I hope that you guys got some out of the box recommendations tonight, like things that you maybe not haven't
and
heard.
Thanks for giving us some recommendations too.
I know, and you guys came in clutch with your additions to the stacks. But
yeah,
absolutely. That underrated as one of our chats before. So this was a good.
Yeah, it was.
It was a good combo. I feel like we could have talked for a whole other hour if we really wanted to.
I do have even a couple more books here, but yeah.
What are you holding out for?
I don't know. The other one that I grabbed was A Wish in the Dark by Christina Bott, which is a retelling, sort of like loose retelling of
Les Mis.
Les Mis, yes. But it's Thai inspired, or like set in like a Thai inspired fantasy world.
Yeah.
And
good.
Mostly I love the cover. The cover is beautiful.
I love the story too, though.
I love the story too. I mean, anything Les Mis, I'm gonna love.
We could keep going. Katie says we keep going. I like this too. Song for a Whale. I heard about it a lot when it first came out.
Yeah.
But
where is my Song for a Whale? If I'd seen that, I would probably would have grabbed it.
Like whales as a prompt, because there are so many middle grade books that have something to do
sea
with
creatures.
Sea creatures.
There you go. Write it down.
Oh, I love it. All right, friends. Well, that is just about. Well, what are you? Okay, so you're reading The Wrong Way Home. Do you know what you're going to?
Oh, and I'm listening to. It's the same author as Evilise Explains It All. Hold on, where did it go? Because it's phenomenal. Something Like Home by Andrea Beatriz Arango. Oops, crap. Okay, yeah, Something Like Home, and it is a book in verse, and it is amazing. Ooh, I don't know, The Fab Flamingo. I don't know what your name is, sorry, but I almost said A Kind of Spark by Elle McNichol. I love that book. I love that book. Anyway, so I'm reading that. I'm still reading What About Will and The Wrong Way Home. That's what I'm currently reading.
Katie, after you finish Hercules Beale, do you know what you're going to pick up next?
I don't. I might. Actually, this one is calling to me. Across So Many Seas is calling to me. I might pick up this one.
Nice.
By Ruth Bahar.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And I will say, we are going to be doing the quarterly book club again, but we're switching up how we choose. We're not saying at the beginning, like, these are our 4 books for the year.
Yeah.
You guys are going to have a lot more say in what we read. So there will be a poll sometime later this month for our first book. And then each time we meet together around that time, we'll have a poll for the next one. So we kind of go as the year goes on, instead of saying all up front what the choices are. That's our plan for this year. And we may be having some special guests joining in those discussions. It won't ever probably be just the 3 of us on screen. Either we'll have somebody else as well, or 1 or 2 of us or whatever will be there with other people. So we're going to include you guys a lot more in those book discussions moving forward in this coming year. So we're excited about that, switching it up a little bit. We've kind of been like testing the waters as we go with the book club.
Trying to figure out what's going to work best.
Yeah, but so stay tuned for that as the month goes on. But we're not even halfway done with the month yet. So I hope that you guys all read some fantastic books, and try some new ones, things that you maybe never had heard of before or haven't heard about a lot before, or just read all the popular ones, and that's fine too. Like, do whatever is calling to you at the moment. Oh, and Fab Flamingo is Leanne. Thank you
Yes, I did see that.
For letting us know. Yay, we're so excited. So we will be back here next Wednesday at 9 p.m.
Same place.
Same time, same place, different discussion. So we'll have something else to chat about, or we'll just chit chat about what we've been reading, or a little combination of both. But we hope that you have a wonderful week. Hope the allergies don't kick you in the butt like they have for me. And yeah, happy reading, everybody. We'll talk to you next Wednesday. Bye.
Bye, everyone.